Hello, this is Zhao, and I'm here at Nashville to film some videos with Meinl. I want to talk about my cymbal set over here. These are all Byzance, except for that one bell, and we're going to get into that later. Most of the cymbals are my normal daily use cymbals, or my regular cymbals that I use. There's two cymbals that are new for today, and I really like them. We'll talk about that later. Let's start from the left. This is a 20-inch equilibrium china, a classic sandblasted with a finished center. This one just cracks. No other chinas is doing that. This is an 18-inch extra dry trash crash. I added this in probably last year to my set. It's definitely trashy, but also just adding a little bit color to my entire setup because I don't have that many cymbals with holes here. This is an 18-inch jazz extra thin crash, and do not get fooled by the name jazz on it because this thing highlights your phrasing or any moment you need to highlight something with a crash, it does the work. Coming down to this little guy is a 10-inch trash splash. Is another cymbal with holes on my setup. And I'm pairing this with the Temporal 1 and Temporal 2 stacks as a melodic line here, kind of really inspired by Matt Garska. On top of the Temporal 1, I have a 6-inch splash on it. This way, it just adds a little bit weight onto the cymbal to create this little more dense sound that I'm looking for out of this. This one is an 8-inch brilliant splash. Let's talk about the hi-hat. This is a 15-inch jazz thin hi-hat top paired with a 15-inch extra dry bottom. The theory is to create this pair of hats with a super thin top and a very, very beefy bottom. It's kind of a concept that the sand hats did, but myself really enjoys the jazz hats. That's why I kind of figured out a way to pair it in that way. So this really has sensitivity, definition, and it's powerful enough to cut, surprisingly, for most cases. This is the smack stack I'm using today. I'm using 8, 12, 14, 16 combo. It's just a classic clap sound that it just sounds good. I don't have another word for this. It just sounds good. This is a 20-inch Foundry Reserve crash. The reason I have this thing is to create this bed of wash in the music, and there's no other cymbal doing this as good as this 20-inch Foundry crash cymbal because it produces this really low and mellow tone. That's what I'm looking for out of this. Over here is a 16-inch thin crash in brilliant finish. This is a great tool for you to accent something, to drop in some color that even, higher than this guy. So I would say this could be accent one, this could be an extra layer of accent on it. And I really took the idea from Vinny to put a 16-inch cymbal over here. But the brilliant thing just works perfect for this situation. Down here is an 18-inch fat stack, and this is just a classic for any prog drummer or non-prog drummer. I mean, everybody uses it. It's just great. Again, a great addition to pair with the Temporal 2, Temporal 1, and also this little trash splash over here to create melodic lines. Down here is a classic custom 8-inch brilliant bell. I just added in today because I always wanted to try this guy. And I do have a song that just need one hit of bell. Usually I do it on the bell of the ride, but why not to do it on the actual bell? That's why it's here today. Let's talk about the ride today. This is not something I usually use because usually I have a 22-inch suspended cymbal here, but today we have a substitute. This is a 22-inch Symmetry ride. The reason why I choose it because it has a very distinct bell. It is a larger than usual bell, but it's a very thin bell. It creates this very distinct bell attack, but not overpowering the whole cymbal. Because I'm using the cymbal for definitely different styles within the music. For that reason, I can't really just do a one single metal ride with a big bell. It has to go that's crashable, rideable, but this one is perfect for this situation here. On the left, this is a 20-inch suspended cymbal. From my experience of the 22, it is a heavier cymbal, but it breathes really good and has a lot of details. This 20-inch is no difference. Smaller size, very musical cymbal. So I put it on the left side to pair with the Symmetry ride today for any double ride patterns, and it works perfectly. I have two little accessories being used today. This is a Superflex hi-hat timbrering. It's soft, has these jingles on it. So when you lay it on the hi-hat, it kind of stays there nicely with the curve of the hi-hat and just adds a little extra texture to it. The other little guy is the large Auk Bells. So this is a fun one. The little bells kind of creates this echoey kind of sound in a weird way that it picks up the hi-hat strokes, but it also kind of echoes within those bells. That's why I picked the large one for that purposes. So this is definitely a fun little guy. You can use it on the hi-hat or you put it on the snare. It'll create similar effects. This is my setup for today. Hope you enjoy it.